But then he just gets on a little adventure.
Oh, and it was based off a comic book?
No. They made a comic book after the
Oh.
show was canceled. I think there were only like 2 or 3 seasons, 2 seasons.
It's funny that you bring. Oh, wait, we're back on. I'm back on my bullshit again.
Oh, nice. We're back.
Yeah, we're back.
So back.
Where is You said something that Lucha Underground. You never. I don't think you ever responded to me. I posted that tweet, and they haven't said anything about it in months either. So very, very little news. There was a preview from Lucha Underground's official Twitter after like 7 years. There was just smoke and a mask, and it said soon, and it's been quiet on on the front since. But what they've been doing, I don't know if you watch a lot of YouTube like I do, but they started re-releasing their episodes on their official YouTube channel. They're like on episode 7 or 8 now, something like that.
What?
So like,
really?
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
They're slowly re-releasing their show in order on YouTube.
That's awesome. I did not know that.
So they're assuming no deals have fallen through. They're planning something.
Man, I hope they're planning something cool. Because yeah, the little bit that I've gotten to watch, they are on episode 15.
Oh wow, I've missed a couple weeks then.
Yeah. But yeah, I like the little bit that I've gotten to watch was awesome. It's so cool. It's so much fun. The beginning of it takes itself a little bit too seriously, but then after a little while, it just has fun.
And like the stars that are on there are crazy.
It is nuts how many stars are on it.
That guy in the beginning, the Jaguar dude.
Yeah.
He's not Mexican. Do you know who that is?
I do not.
He's this wrestler named Ricochet. He's in AEW now, but he was
AEW.
On, yeah, that's Ricochet.
That's cool.
What are we gonna do for SummerSlam? Are we planning on anything?
Kissing? I don't know. Whatever you want.
I'll probably stay home. But I do want to make something to eat that's fun. I don't know what though.
What? Lucha Underground plays Mario Kart live at San Diego Comic Con. That's on our YouTube page from 7 years ago.
Man, people will do anything for content these days. These days, 7 years ago, pre-COVID.
Yeah, these days, 7 years ago. It's cool. Don't worry about it. It's fine. Wow. I don't think I've ever been to their YouTube page. Truly.
Well, I don't think they posted anything in like the better half of a decade. So.
Yeah, like 7 years ago. 7 years ago, there were like some interviews, and then that was it. And then they came with the coming soon 12-second of the mask, and then they just started posting all the episodes. That's pretty cool. If they do come out with a DVD like box set, obviously, I'd buy that. I want to support that. That's so cool.
A 15x8? I don't know if I've ever seen a 15x8 before. What a weird number. I don't have any special tricks memorized for this. That's so weird.
Trick 1. Flip it, reverse it.
Put your thing down, flip it, reverse it.
Oh god, he needs to be rebooted too. When does your new album come out? Okay, never mind. Interesting. Get the car started. Get the car started. Uh-huh. And
Where's Cardi B? She's celebrating the WWE.
the WWE. I will say, I don't know anything about Cardi B, but performing while pregnant is fucking wild. And she did that. She like toured while pregnant. That's just banana sandwiches to me.
How much money does she need to do that?
I don't know.
Or
how
let
much
me-
money would you say yes to?
Or how?
You
Yeah.
know,
How
before it's
desperate
like,
are you
all
for
right.
money that you like gotta perform while you're pregnant? Like she has to be rich, like beyond belief.
Yeah.
Unless she
would
made a
hope.
bunch of bad decisions and she's like paying 8 mortgages for like her family and her exes or something.
I could also see that. Yeah. I don't know. That's a good question. At what point do you be like, nah, I think I'm just gonna chill? Production company is like, we paid for this album to come out. You're gonna have to tour for it.
Yeah, I don't know what was going on through her mind where she's like, I gotta do this, unless she just loves performing.
I will say, it can be kind of addicting to like perform and get that feedback from the crowd, where it's just like they love me, they love it. Look at them. Like it's kind of nice.
Yeah, but that just makes me think there's got to be something wrong with her, like some kind of trauma she's trying to band-aid. She needs that much attention
Well, sure.
while she's pregnant.
Yeah, I mean that's what most musicians. It's all stemming from some kind of trauma.
Alright, I'm gonna get this coffee pot. Oh, in the bathtub.
Excuse me.
This isn't a beach. This is a bathtub.
Oh, yeah.
All right, we'll solve a couple more puzzles. We're 20 puzzles deep already, brother.
Oh my god. Oh
Yeah.
my god, you're flying through
We're
them.
flying through them.
I can't believe it. I mean, I can, but at the same, it's still surprising. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
wow.
I love puzzles.
They're fun. They are fun.
All right, this is the first puzzle where they're not giving me a whole lot to play with. But I think we can still do something here. Okay,
There you go. Nice.
we have gotten out of the hole. This should be much easier going forward now.
It's always so fascinating to me how your brain works that fast. Like, I would have to talk it out. Like, as fast as I talk, it feels like as fast as I think.
It's a lot of practice, and I have to get over my anxiety of making a mistake. It used to be that I would like second guess, and I would have to count my stuff like 4 or 5 times before I committed to making any kind of decision. And then at some point I realized, like, okay, you've got this much experience under your belt. You have to trust that you know what you're doing. So just commit to the decision and move forward. And
Yeah.
that serves me. Like, just generally in life, that serves me. But like, you have to put in the practice to like, you have to like put in the energy to practice before you can get that kind of confidence, though.
You receive some of the best advice from the strangest places, and sometimes out of context. Some of the best advice on any skill ever that I ever received was I went to a bartending school for a little bit, and what was told to me was with accuracy comes speed. So like, don't try to do things fast at all with any kind of skill. Just try to be accurate,
Mhm.
because it'll come later. It'll come. Trust it. It'll come, and it'll come by itself.
Yeah.
But just give it time.
But like you have to practice. You have to practice.
Yeah. You have to put in the time. You have to.
And that's a lesson that we got our first 15 by 15. That's something that a piece of advice that I picked up pretty early on when I was a musician. My very first gig that I ever played, I learned, and this is kind of a simple way to put this information, but what I learned was you will perform the way you practice. When you are when you are going to do anything, you don't magically turn on. Like nothing special happens when it's time to perform or do the task or like get things done. It isn't like a movie where like everything clicks and it's it just all suddenly makes sense. If you are trying to spin a ball on your finger and like you go to your room and you practice it and it just falls off your hand over like 3 or 4 times, you're like, well, I'll figure it out when I get there. You're not. If you cannot do it in your room, it's not going to happen magically on the court. Like this is not how life works. My point being, go for it. You get the confidence to do the thing by practicing doing the thing. So that's the only way to get better at it.
And it's like it was said to me in a way that like I had like an epiphany, something close to it at least, where I was like, oh, that's what literally everyone was telling me my whole life, because people would say it in like different ways, where it was the classic like practice makes perfect, what is it? Doing better makes you better, like things like that. And I never, it never like clicked for me until that moment when it was like, look, just accurate. With accuracy comes speed. So just make sure that you're doing it right, and the more that you do it consistently correct, you will be doing it faster naturally. So I was like, oh, that's the point of practice. Especially when it comes to musical instruments. In my case, like just doing it is going to make you better at that instrument, but also faster at learning new things, and also playing whatever piece it is that you're trying to learn faster.
Exactly.
More fluid.
Yeah, like that bounces off one of my favorite sayings: slow is smooth, smooth is fast. Preach.
Yup. Hell yeah.
That's Che dropping the wisdom bombs. But that's how I lived life since I was like 13, 14. I picked up the lesson pretty early on. You just gotta do it.
That's good. Yeah. It's best, of course, learning those types of lessons when you're younger. That way you put them into effect sooner. But honestly, learning it at any point and coming to that realization, like, oh, that's the purpose of it. Like that, is never too late, and it always feels good.
Yeah. Practice makes perfect. There is no shortcut to hard work. And hard work rewards you with what you're trying to do. It's so simple.
Yeah.
It's so weird. What is this circle about? What is this tool for? I can just mark stuff with a circle. I don't know what I would do with that. Anyway. Wait. Does this have a counting tool?
Do you have a...
It does have a counting tool.
1, 2, 3, 4?
This is awesome.
Oh, that's cool.
Wow, that makes things a whole lot easier. I wish it was on my mouse though. I could probably macro that. If you're wondering why I'm so excited about this I'll probably use it later. But it means that I don't have to strain my eyes with counting unmarked squares.
Mm-hmm.
This smooth jazz is starting to piss me off.
When I get pissed, I get horny.
When I get horny,
When I'm horny, I'm hungry.
I start molesting farm animals.
Oh no. Get those chickens away from him.
Wait, can I do both of these at the same time? I can. All right, look, see, like I count and load, and then there we go. Boom.
That's pretty cool.
That's pretty cool.
I like that.
Do you like that?
Would you lie?
What's that? What
Would you
it's
lie?
from? It's from that Adult Swim thing. Like, why are you nude? You like that? Or what is it? Like he's in the bathroom and he catches him peeing on the floor or something. I can't remember.
I don't know, dude.
We were making fun of it that one night when like we were like, what kind of guy are you? Are that guy? Do you remember that?
What kind of guy you are?
Yeah, that whole thing.
Yeah,
What kind of
okay.
guy you are?
That's right.
Do you like that? What kind of guy are you? Are?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. What kind of guy are you? Are?
One of my favorite roast chicken jokes lasts for like 2 seconds. Barbie and Ken are having sex. This is like, sorry, it's never happened to me before. Not having a penis has never happened to me before. It's still so funny to me.
That's so stupid. I like that Game Grumps
Something about it to this day.
I like that Game Grumps bit where they were Ken and Barbie talking about like his low sperm count. Like I don't have low sperm, I have low motility. There's a difference, Barbie.
Yeah, that was good. Let's put that right there, and it's good to go.
Did it.
There we go.
That's the slowest puzzle we've had
5,
so far.
6,
Melancholy. I did all that for a photo picture? Fucking stupid.
Hell yeah, dude.
Alright. Well, we're gonna get the bathtub.
Okay.
It took us 7
And I swear
minutes.
to shit if we don't.
Alright, we'll work this way. Oh. This is a perfect example. Look at this. This is a 15 by 15, and there's 8 tiles in a row on this line by itself. So if I start from the bottom, I can use the tool to count. And obviously you can just count on your own, but it makes it easier to visualize. 8. This ends here, so I can mark it with a circle to let you know that the 8 is there. Now I start from the top, I count up to 8, and look, it overlaps with where that circle was. Anywhere there's an overlap, that's a guarantee. So that spot is marked no matter what. So that's how you can use the tools in the game to help you figure out the logic out what has to be filled. And I could do that more, but I'm gonna just start. I'm gonna take the easier route and just start from the bottom.
Funnily enough, the circles overlap on your asshole, and your logic, it has to be filled.
Yeah. And my tongue is available, so I guess since when in Rome. He's more finger than asshole, the Dr. General.
Dear God. He's more finger than asshole.
Dear God. He's more finger than asshole, General.
Oh my God.
Some kind of finger blast monster from the abyss.
But doctor, the only way to get cured is if you get finger blasted. Well then, damn it, Nurse Judy, start finger blasting my asshole.
Start fingering my asshole. There's no time. Finger me.
It's that scene from The Rock where I think it's like Nick Cage who like is like sitting on his knees with the flares in his hand, but instead it's the doctor fucking wrist deep in his own asshole.
You gotta finger my asshole, Doc. Otherwise, I won't be able to save the Declaration of Independence. Quick, get knuckle deep in my butthole.
Are you sure, Mr. Cage? We're still in the car. God damn it.
God damn it. If I said finger my asshole, you gotta get knuckle deep in my butthole. Do it. Do it till I come. Nick Cage.
Oh, man.
God damn it.
Get finger blasted for hours.
I'll get finger blasted for hours. Put your pinky in my butthole. Put it in there. Put it there, pal. By there,
Come on,
I mean my butthole. By it,
pink, one in
I
the
mean your
stink.
finger.
Wait.
Yeah. Put 4 in my thing.
I don't think that applies to you.
Damn it, if you don't do it, I'm not going to be able to save the Declaration of Independence.
Yeah, I'm not gonna be able to save the Declaration of
Independence.
The bird.
The bird. It's so stupid.
Oh my God.
Declaration of Independence. I put my finger in my asshole. Thank God, we're gonna be able to save the Declaration of Independence.
Oh God.
Hot. Oh, I put my finger in my asshole. Oh, I'm crying.
Oh my God. And that's on his rider everywhere he goes.
Yeah. Everywhere I go, I finger my asshole.
Yeah, so you said that there was going to be someone here who could finger blast me?
No. I'm waiting for the boy that comes in here, or girl, that's going to finger my asshole.
No judgment.
Hey everyone.
Hey,
Oh,
hello.
hey, how's it
You
going?
just came in at the weirdest time, my friend.
I probably did. I don't doubt
What are your
that.
thoughts on Nick Cage getting finger blasted
In his asshole.
for every show?
Yeah.
Yeah.
In his rider,
I mean, if that's
has
what he
get
wants
fingered.
to do. Like, I can see
Oh
him.
no, he's not doing
Like-
it. He's getting it done.
Yeah.
No, I could see him asking for that
Yeah.
in his weird Nicolas Cage voice.
It's imperative that you put your finger in
that-
my asshole.
That's how they.
It's
That's
the
how
only
they
way he
booked
can
him
get the little
for
soldier up.
Long legs.
You don't understand.
Yeah.
There's my asshole and it's empty, and it needs a finger. Specifically, that young lady's over there. That's Meryl Streep. She got her finger in my asshole.
Well, she's gotta have the long fingers.
Yeah.
No, I need
Longer
that
better.
gnarled finger of hers.
I need that wrinkled gnarled finger. My asshole. Otherwise, I won't be able to save the Declaration of Independence.
God.
The real national treasure is the finger in my asshole.
Anyways, how you been, Scott? What you been up to
Jay said
today?
sub. Jay said sub,
Not much.
Scott.
Yeah.
Hey Jay. Let's see. I went to the mall. They had the Gunpla or the Gundam base
Oh yeah,
thing.
that was really cool.
Pop up. I didn't realize that was even a thing. We were just going to the mall for something else, and then I saw people walking around with Gunpla bags, and I'm like, where the hell did they get these? And then I saw a sign saying Gundam base. It was a long ass pop up too. It was from the 3rd to the 19th. Like for a pop up, that's pretty
wow.
long.
Wow, you just
it is.
barely got there in time.
Yeah. Like, if we hadn't gone this weekend, I would have never known this even was a thing. There was one in Texas, apparently,
wild.
too. It was in 4 places. It was Texas, Jersey, Chicago, and Orlando.
I woke
but yeah.
up. I woke up and saw your post, and like the very first picture, because I was still groggy, I didn't know what the fuck I was looking at. It was just a bunch of blue, and I was like, "What the hell is this?"
The Hatsune Miku
Yeah, and I was like, "This
Epion.
doesn't make any sense to me." And then I got my glasses, and I woke up a little bit. I was like, "Oh, it's Gundam." Did you
Yeah,
buy?
I
mean,
really
I'm sure
enjoyed
Gunpla's
the gold and
expensive.
white
Did you
one.
buy any?
So I don't have the patience for Gunpla, plus I haven't worked in 2 weeks, so my paycheck is non-existent.
Fair, very fair.
So I did buy. They had what I buy is the Gundam Universe figures because they remind me of the old toys I used to play with as a kid of Gundam. So they come with like a bunch of accessories and stuff. Really cool. But they had an event exclusive one. It was the RX-78 from Char's Counterattack. But it was like painted different and stuff like that for the event. So I'm like, okay, I'll pick up that. And then you get the free reusable tote bag with any purchase. And then they were also giving out like a little hat, like the little paper hats that you can put on, and then like a little inflatable like beam saber that you can smack people with.
That's cool.
That's fun.
That's really cool.
They also had like where you could try out the trading card game. They had like tables set up for demonstration with like loaner decks and stuff like that, which was pretty cool.
I didn't know that Gundam had a trading card game. I guess
Yeah, they
everything
do.
has a trading
Yeah,
card game these days.
it's got some traction. It's been out for I think a year now.
In the U.S., yeah, it's been out in Japan for longer, but yeah, it's got like 6 expansions right now.
6
Yeah,
in a year?
it's gaining some traction.
How much money do they need?
They're pumping over all the ones from the Japan.
Oh yeah, that makes sense.
Like to catch it up to the Japanese ones, but it's a lot of fun. If you've ever played Cardfight Vanguard, it's extremely similar on the rules.
That's exactly what I heard.
Yeah. But it's a lot of fun. They have like a demo you can play on your phone, like you can download it and it walks you through the entire, like how to play the game, and then it has like some different loaner decks you can play in against AI with in order to like practice the game and see what it's like.
They really need to add something like that for the Final Fantasy game. Which, looking into it,
Yeah.
I've learned that
I would love that for the Final Fantasy one.
I've learned that
but only Bandai puts them out.
Apparently, the Final Fantasy one is just a more simple version of Magic. So I'm like halfway to knowing Magic. I think I could be wrong though.
Hell yeah. Magic's easy.
Sounds right. Magic's not too bad. Like knowing Yu-Gi-Oh, I know decent amounts of Magic. Plus, I read a manga about Magic the Gathering, so
I still need to read that too.
It's a great series. The first printings all in the U.S. come with promo Magic cards.
Oh, that's so cool.
So,
I'm not good at Yu-Gi-Oh. There's too much for my little brain to comprehend when it comes to Yu-Gi-Oh. I did play it when, what was it, Duel Masters, I think? No, not Duel Masters. What was it? Yeah, was it called Duel Masters?
Master Duel.
Master Duel. When Master Duel came out, I played it because I just wanted to play Dragon Maids. And I was like, hell yeah.
Fair enough, Dragon
All
Maids
I
are
want
great.
to play, this is
They were actually a
my
pretty
speed right here.
meta deck for a while.
when that game came out, I mean, yeah, because there weren't many cards when the game came out, so I was really happy about that, like getting in on the ground level. But then immediately the first expansion, all right, we're gonna do some weird shit. I'm like, all right, you've lost me. But it was
Yeah,
fun. Well, it lasted.
it's honestly
Ooh, my boy
pretty
plays a lot
fun,
of
but
Yu-Gi-Oh, doesn't he?
I know a lot more of it.
He plays several TCGs. He plays a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh, Magic, Digimon, Card Fight Vanguard, I want to say. And I think the other one is called Duel Masters. Yeah, he plays several of
that
them.
was a series I remember back in the day.
God, how much money has he
I had
spent on cards?
the Game Boy Advance games on those ones.
Man, I need to
and
play
the
a
One
lot
Piece
more
TCG.
puzzles because like there's so much. I mean,
One Piece TCG looks
Oh yeah,
fun.
is very
still
empty.
bare bones.
All right, we're gonna keep playing puzzles.
I gotta say my bread and butter is Magic, but my two favorite that I started playing last year are well, that I got into Pokemon TCG, and I got into
Too bad the scalpers are killing that
One
thing.
Piece. Yeah, well, yes and no. Thankfully, the cards that you need to actually play aren't what scalpers are getting, and I'm very happy about that.
Yeah.
But like with
I just know
One
I
Piece,
can't find like any of the cards anywhere anymore. Or if I
Yeah.
do, like even just the little tins are like $50 now, and I'm like, I
Yeah.
remember when these were $20. Like,
it's really bad as far as Pokemon goes. And then it got bad for a little bit when it came to One Piece, but all the scalpers want are like again all the cards that aren't part of like the gameplay. Some of them are, but very few are.
yeah,
like,
it just sucks
good
when they
meta
are.
cards.
Like,
Yeah.
that's why
I'm
I'm
having a
hoping more
great time playing that game. That
TCGs
game's awesome.
adopt like Konami's policy with Yu-Gi-Oh of reprinting, where it's just like they reprint the shit out of these cards. So that it's like, oh yeah, you want to play this meta deck? Don't worry, like it may be really rare right away, but it quickly is like, yeah, you could bling out the deck, or you could just play this common version of the card. So that way it's like, it keeps scalpers a little more at bay because of the fact that it's like, well, yeah, if you still want to play this, like, the game, all of these cards are available in, like, common and rare for a lot cheaper, you know? Not everything has to be, like, the highest rarities.
Yeah.
And I think that's the best way to keep scalpers away, is to kind of just be like, yeah, if you just want to play the game, all this shit is available like completely normally as well, just maybe with different artwork or something to make it to where it's like, yep, you can still play without these scalpers fucking ruining everything for you.
I'm not like, yeah, go for it. Sorry.
As someone on the outside looking in, I just feel bad for people that like their favorite Pokemon is a like a very popular character. Like, if my favorite Pokemon is Sylveon or Pikachu or Charmander.
Well, even or stuff that doesn't get printed a lot because it doesn't get printed a lot, people want shit tons of money for them.
And then like
the scalpers see it as like scarcity is money.
Yeah. And so like my favorite is Tauros, so I gotta imagine like the rarest Tauros card is probably not gonna be that expensive. But I mean if you're looking for something, you know, like a really popular character, it's gonna be even harder for you.
Yeah. That's why I remember back before all these scalpers and people all that came into a lot of these different games. I've been looking at the anime like scene and out of print anime. I remember when out of print anime was not that expensive. I've been looking at shit and I'm just like, are you serious? Because I know before it went out of print, well, right when it went out of print, I picked up all 3 seasons of Beyblade because childhood nostalgia.
Oh, nice.
So they had all 3 seasons of Beyblade on Blu-ray, and they were like $40 each, which was expensive, but I was like, it's the time to buy it if I'm gonna buy it. That shit's over $175 a season now on eBay.
Yep.
And they're getting it. Like, those are sold listings. And I'm like, who's paying this? I'm like, it's Beyblade. I barely wanted to pay $40 for my nostalgia. Like, that was already like, I'm really only buying this for nostalgia.
I hate to say it, but if I love Beyblade, I probably would have been one of those guys buying it just because I'm too lazy to. Like,
well, you're also paying $175 a season, which is 3 seasons. So you're paying like $600 or $700 to finish the series.
Yeah, if I had the money and I love Beyblade, I would just do it just so I could have it and just be done with it. That's who the scalpers are counting on, is people that just like aren't in the know and just want it.
But it's like they pick up these series and it's so much like, why are these series so rare anyway? Like, I feel like no one was buying that much of it, so these companies had to have a lot of overstock of this shit.
That's what it is, though. It's like it's like a supply and demand sort of thing. Because I know when like video stores went out of business, they just threw away a whole bunch of stuff. So even if it got overprinted because video store around, like it's becoming a little bit more scarce. People bought it, people kept it, or whatever it is. So I know that is a reason why it's like that. And it's rough.
It's just so crazy because I remember back in the day, like a series that was $40, let's say, it would go to like 60 or 70, which was more expensive, but it was like a little bit more expensive, not holy shit, it's like triple the value. Like, yep. I mean, some stuff like Gundam is up to like $600-700 for a season.
I feel like Gundam has had a resurgence in the last since the pandemic. I feel like Gundam has had a resurgence.
Well, the other problem is that Sony bought Right Stuff in order to get Gundam, and then made everything out of print. Like, they just stopped printing everything.
Yeah.
So right as the resurgence was happening, to your point, like, it just was like, we're buying it, and we're just immediately putting it all out of print.
Yep.
And it was like, don't you... Well, I would say Sony doesn't... I would ask them if they don't like money, but them closing off the Crunchyroll shop to anyone that doesn't have the highest tier subscriptions does imply that they don't like money.
I think also that there are certain companies that have just like a weird marketing strategy, because for Wizards of the Coast, when it comes to Magic the Gathering, you would think the same thing. It's like, look, there are so many people that want to buy this very special card, but you guys aren't doing print to order. You guys are doing this very limited amount of printing, and then, that's it.
Yeah, part of that's because the Magic community is like, we want you to never print it, because a lot of, especially early Magic people, felt that Magic the Gathering was an investment. So if you print something like, a Black Lotus again, or Mox's Diamond, it's like, you're now devaluing my card. And
it's not even that.
Be.
Yeah, it's not even
such a weird concept.
It's their secret layers, which is just like, we're gonna reprint some stuff, and very, very infrequently we're gonna have some new stuff. But like the secret layers, like, what was it? Sony collaboration that they had, where there were a lot of reprints with that one, and then it was just like a couple characters that were brand new. And it's like, we're gonna sell those for like $30-40, and that's really it. And then when you go to, but it's not print to order. We're just gonna do like 700,000 copies of this, and then that's it. It's done. Yeah, and that's for the entire world. That's not just for like America. Like, what are y'all doing? You'd get so much more money if you didn't do that.
Yeah. I don't understand why, like, more TCGs actually don't do something along those lines for some of these, where it's like, we'll just keep some of these, like, popular, not necessarily popular cards, but like...
Oh, feels good.
a pack that was really like extremely popular be like, we'll just keep it in print for X amount of time, not permanently, but like, or make a set that it's just like this is literally all meta cards. Like
they
just combine them into like one set, and then we just print that for the next like 7 years. Like
so every like 2 or 3 years or something like that, they'll have a set where it's all just reprints, but they call it a premium set, and then they sell it for even more. Like you want the big chase cards from the last like 3 years or whatever.
What would also be, and I could
to your point,
I don't know, I could see
real quick because of the secret lair stuff. Yeah. I bought the Aloy card because I love Horizon, and then when the cards actually came out, I was like, oh, you know what? I think I also want that Ghost of Tsushima one. Let me go check the website, and they were out, and I was like, okay, well, I guess I'm just not gonna buy it. And then they started marketing me like I'm a guy that buys all the time. I was like, no, stop sending me emails. I'm not gonna buy anymore.
I was gonna say, do you still want the Ghost of Tsushima one?
No, not even really. Like the hype's over. Like, I don't play Magic.
Because I was gonna say, like, my local comic shop still has like the entirety of that set, like the 4 or 5 of each of them.
No, but I'm
like,
just like
looking for
because like I'm a casual person and I'm more of a fan of Horizon than I am of Magic. So like when I was excited about it, I would have spent.
Right.
But now the time has passed. I'm not interested.
The extra money.
I'm like, I guess they
don't
want it. Like I'm in a perfect
Serge,
example
if you're
of like,
honestly looking for the Aloy, next time I'm in there, I can look and see if they have it.
You can
let me know, man. I haven't looked at my local card shop in the last like 3 or 4 weeks. I haven't gone in a while, but I need to because I want to see if they have it.
Yeah, because I know mine still has like the whole thing just sitting up behind the counter, like waiting for people to buy it. Because I guess my area, no one really bought them.
In that Sony pack of secret layers, I only wanted the what was it? The I wanted the God of War, but I only really wanted the Jin Sakai, the Ghost of Tsushima one. That was the only one I really wanted. Thankfully, I got it. But
that's good.
Yeah, it's a whole thing of just like, you know what? I'm just gonna like, if it doesn't matter, I'm not playing to be competitive or whatever, and so long as the card shop allows me to, I'm just gonna print my own cards. They're all
proxies.
I'm just gonna proxy everything because I don't really feel like paying all this money anymore.
Well, like there's a lot of cards where it's just like, I'm not paying $100 for a card. Like I get that it's, you know, like a really good card and shit, but it's not $100. Like I'm not paying that.
Yeah.
I have much better uses of $100. Like
yeah. Yeah,
you know, especially when you can play with proxies.
Nowadays.
Like
and it's not like, at least for me, I don't like proxying. I don't believe in proxying like all the strongest shit just because you can. And it's like, oh, you proxied all the strong stuff and you still lost.
Yeah, like
maybe get some synergistic
you
stuff.
Gotta make a cohesive deck.
I wish they just do Magic like they did. Well, correct me if I'm wrong. Isn't that Yu-Gi-Oh card game? Can't you just make whatever deck you want? Couldn't they do that with Magic? That way, if you just like playing the game, you could just get your kick on playing like a Magic the Gathering video game with all the cards available.
They have Arena.
You could. They have Arena. They have Magic Online. Magic Online is more like you put your money into the game, and then you can get those cards for like much cheaper than the papers are. They're just not fun because the people who play those are really sweaty more times than not.
I was gonna say, y'all, I don't know if the Magic community has, because in Yu-Gi-Oh, they also have 2 different things, Yu-Gi-Oh! Omega and Dueling Book, which are basically service or like websites that you can go to that have every card available to you for free. You can just make a deck and play online against other people. They're all manual simulators. Well, Omega is a little bit more of an actual like simulator. that does things for you, but the dueling book's very manual. But it simulates to an extent actually playing in a real event where you're having to remember activations and like card effects and stuff like that versus the game doing it for you. But it is a way for like people to play for free, so people will go on there to like test decks and stuff like that before investing actual money into a thing. Or, you know, if you're broke as shit, you can just play on there for free. Like, and just play with all the cards and have fun. And then they have like ranked and unranked. That way you can either be playing casually or playing with the sweaty people.
You just play with your. I mean, obviously, if you want to play like all the time,
you can also play with your friends. Yeah.
What I was gonna say, like, why don't you just play with your? You just play with your friends.
Yeah, and you absolutely can on that one. Like, you can just play with your friends with every card available to you, like for free.
Sergio, if that
truly
happened,
one of the things what I like about it.
If that happened and the group got into Magic Arena, what would you do if you found out Joseph was a crazy sweat? And like while you weren't paying attention, he was just like making the best decks ever. Would you still play with
I don't know
him
what
normally?
to tell you because that literally happens, but he doesn't play with us too much because he just doesn't have the time to. He has 2 very sweaty decks and I'm like, dude, he goes from having nothing on board to blindsiding you and killing you in one move. And I'm like, well, shit, dude. Yeah, I literally can't do anything about that. You fucking killed me.
Remind me to dap him up the next time I see him.
He has 2 decks card
Yeah,
not long
4
ago that
technically,
sounded
but 2 of
really
them that are
fun to fuck around with. I forgot the name of the card though. It was something library or librarian.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know the cards.
No one is queuing for Extreme
Let me
Shiva,
see.
so I'm just gonna
do you want some help? I'll get you.
Oh no! You keep doing you. I've got other stuff to do. This is just like a side thing that I was queued up for the last 20 minutes. I was like, it's fine. I don't actually want to do it.
It would be beneficial if I helped you do that though, because that queue is gonna be like an hour queue. Do you remember early on I told you that there's like some ARR queues that nobody does anymore? So like you're better off just having somebody carry you through it. You're hitting them. It's gonna be Extreme Shiva, Extreme Titan, and Extreme Ifrit.
Gotcha.
What I would suggest, because you're gonna power through it anyway. I can go in there with like my character, beat it real quick, and then if you want to do that like legitimately, you can do a party finder queue for that down the road.
Okay. Yeah, we could do that.
Okay. Let me finish this puzzle, and then I'll get in there.
Sure.
I'm curious. See, now I've got to look back up on this card because it was such a fun card. Mostly because it had to be eroded real quick. Because it would
For what?
It was
Magic
something
or
along...
something else?
Yeah. It was something along the lines of every time you played like a card, it would create a token and add +1/+1. And it would also like loop itself or something like that. So you could, and it would stack. So you just keep looping it until you got enough, and then like
I don't
win
think
the game.
it does it by
Like,
itself, but I know that one of those that's similar to that is Spike Feeder, where every time you, what is it?
There's 800 puzzles in this game. Oh my god!
Oh
What
my
game are you
god!
I'm
And how many did you get?
I'm at 28. I'm 28 in 2 hours.
Wow.
That isn't
Amazing.
even all the home decorating mechanics. I'm playing squekros. Imagine you have Picross with Animal Crossing decorating, but to unlock furniture instead of crafting it or building a community, you just do Picross. So Picross unlocks stuff.
That's fun.
I think it's on Switch too. If you don't want to play it on PC, we're gonna take a quick
It looks
sojourn
like
to
a weird
Eorzea.
background.
Chat.
Hell yeah. Um, I know in Magic the Gathering, a combo that I really liked to play was an enchantment on spike feeders, which spike feeders says like remove a +1/+1 counter from it and gain 2 life, and then something would be like an enchantment would be like anytime you gain life, put a +1/+1 counter on this creature. So you just do this continuously over and over and gain a shit ton of life. And then usually you would spend that life on a bomb or whatever you have in your hand or on the field.
That sounds actually kind of fun.
Mm-hmm. There was another infinite combo that I really liked that took a little bit of setup. But there's a card that if you remove a counter from it, an indestructible counter or divinity counter, something like that. But if you remove a counter from it, you can make 3 copies of any permanent. And then I usually make a copy of a permanent that says like when it comes in, however many counters you have, add another one of each one.
Oh.
So you would just do that infinitely. Like, cool. I'm just gonna make 3 copies of that, and then it's gonna make 3 more counters. Put 3 more counters on that. I'm gonna take 1 off to make 3 more, which will put 3 more on counters on it, and then it's gonna have a shit ton of counters and a shit ton of creatures, or whatever.
That does sound fun.
It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. It takes some setup, but it is technically a 2-card combo.
Yeah. I love just like the fucky shit like this to play. I mean, one of my favorite decks in Yu-Gi-Oh! The entire concept is just to deck out the opponent. Every card you play just causes them to mill cards.
Hell yeah.
It's a dick move, but it's just fun.
I had that done to me in Pokemon one time because I was playing TC or Pokemon TCG Live, and someone fucking decked me out. I was like, no
Yeah.
way. I didn't know that was a thing in Pokemon that you could do. But yeah, fucking decked me. It was crazy.
That is crazy. I honestly didn't even know that like Pokemon had stuff like that.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. It was a combination of like poisoning my Pokemon, and then for like however many like every time it was poisoned, I would have to mill a card, and he just kept doing it over and over. It's like, wow, kind of a dick.
Yeah, like
Heck yeah, let's go.
Right,
Let's go. I'm gonna start us on the queue if you're ready. Just let me know.
Yeah, let me promote you to party leader. Okay, so now you're in the
Okay.
lead. You can, when you open the duty finder, in the top left corner, there's a gear. It should be duty finder settings. The second option should be unrestricted party. Check that and then hit confirm.
Okay. Unrestricted party.
So now that'll let us
Confirm.
enter any dungeon or trial, or almost any dungeon or trial or whatever, with not a party that's not full, and it's not going to sync our level.
Okay. What do you want me to do?
Survive.
Okay.
You're
like I
a
can do that.
scholar, right?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you.
I give you blessings.
Okay, there's a mechanic here. I didn't kill it fast enough.
oh wait, maybe that was it.
gonna be frozen. So you might want to come to the middle. You can do an emote if you like.
I'll just heal. The music just ramps up and it's done.
That was the card that was having an issue. It was Nadu Winged Wisdom.
And that is your treasure. So.
Oh yeah, yeah, that one got banned. Thank you.
Yeah. And it was because like it was once per copy of, or 3 times per copy of card, so you could just revive it back up and then like do it 3 more times and then get rid of it, revive it back up, and like just loop that infinitely.
Yeah, that one was crazy. I did pull that card, and I was like, "Oh no, I'm gonna make something out of this. This is gonna be so cool." I should have sold that card, man.
Back when the hype was real.
Yup. Oh, that sucks. That now I just have it.
Yeah, because now it's like I think I checked like a $3 or $4 card, which is like,
it's pennies.
money, but it's not. Yeah, it's not anywhere near what it was. Also, hey Julian.
Hey Julian.
Oh, hey Julian, how's it going?
Hey Julian, did you see that I went to the Gundam base today? The Gundam base was doing a pop-up over at the Florida Mall.
Oh, right, that, yeah.
They did one in Texas apparently too. I don't know where in Texas. The website just said Texas.
It was nowhere near me, I know that much. Because if it was anywhere close to me, I would have gone.
It's like one of 3 places. It's either Dallas, Houston, or San Antonio. And if it's not in one of those places, it's probably in the other 2.
Most likely it was in Dallas, because if it was in Houston, I would have actually tried to go to it.
Let me see.
I love Picross.
The Texas one. Oh shit, Julian, you're gonna be upset.
Why was it San Antonio?
It was in the Galleria at Houston.
Ugh, of course it was in the Galleria.
Yeah, that place is disgusting.
No, it's just a really big fancy mall. In the middle of downtown, and I hate it.
And there's never parking, and it's always wet.
It's always wet.
It's like, I don't know how, it just is.
It just is. I can't explain it. It's not water. It's just wet.
People in Texas love talking shit about
If it was water, I would say it's water.
One of my favorite things.
This is Houston.
Same difference.
Yeah.
I mean,
I would have probably bought that
every city in
Hatsune
Texas
Miku
pops
Epion
out
if I
every
had
other
money.
city.
That is true.
I only know Gundam Wing, so like that's the only one that has any kind of emotional weight to me.
I mean, Epion is from Gundam Wing, so.
Which one is Epion?
The red one that Zex Marquise pilots at the end with like the whip and stuff like that.
No, you were right the first time.
Yeah.
You were incorrect.
But no, Hiro pilots it for a little bit to fight against Zex when Zex is piloting the Wing Zero, and then they swap and then continue the fight.
Zex is the bad guy, right? The guy with the mask, right?
Yes, yeah. It was his main Gundam for like the final third of the series.
I only want Tequila Gundam. If I can find a gunpla of Tequila Gundam, they made a figure of it way back in the day. Because back when I was a kid, like I bought all of those figures. Like anything that popped up in my local toy shop, I was like using my allowance to buy because I'm like, I want all of this shit. Because they made everything. Yeah.
Like I don't know why, but they made fucking everything.
Yeah. Back when they used to not be scared.
Yeah.
Like, this is gonna sell? Fuck it. It's Gundam. It's just
they also had... I wanted to buy this. I forgot to post it. They did a Wing Zero that is die-cast metal.
Ooh, that's cool.
I think my boy does.
Yeah, that thing was expensive.
He actually builds them.
He does.
Collects them. I don't know how he has the room for that.
Because that Wing Zero I posted, it was $220.
cheese and crackers. I believe
So
it.
that shit was expensive.
I may have made a mistake, but I can't find it at this point. I just got to push forward. No, okay, I know, I did it. I was
Don't make me.
did not make a mistake. On a separate note, outside of Gundam and Magic, I have been playing Octopath Traveler, and I get the hype now. I'm about 4 hours in, and I'm like, this is a JRPG, motherfucking JRPG. It is combat that you don't just click through, that you have to think about a little bit.
Yeah.
It's story that's very much we've
the
all played
issue
Final
is the
Fantasy.
story.
Well, we've all played Final Fantasy IV at this point, right?
Yeah.
I haven't, but
No, okay.
I'm probably not going to.
I saw like this isn't a spoiler, it's more of like a vibe thing. I was watching like a retrospective about Final Fantasy IV a while back, and he put it in a way that like really contextualized the game for me, and some it isn't every Final Fantasy, but some of them, wherein he said the story is presented as if it were a play. And when that got pointed out to me, a lot of the way that they speak and how they handle themselves and the way they stand and move in the story made a lot more sense to me. I was like, okay, that's what these Japanese creators are going for. They're going for like a European style stage play that's presented to you. So there is a lot more discourse. There's a lot more what's the word? When they narrate what's happening to you.
Oh wait, I did play 4. I did play 4 for Game Club.
I can't remember the word.
I didn't
guess
finish it, but I did go through it.
Yeah, there's a word.
Or exposition.
Exposition. There's a whole lot more exposition. I was like, okay, that contextualizes it a bit more. So like, okay, this wasn't bad writing. This was on purpose to like get that vibe. Octopath Traveler is a bit like that, where it's a lot of like announcing. I'm doing this. We're happening.
There's just one big issue that Octopath Traveler had with plot.
It's just a huge like a lot of flair, and I was like, okay, I get it. So far I haven't really had any issue other than they're just like cliche stories. There isn't anything really unique about them.
The problem is that the other characters don't matter. Like they do nothing in the plot. Like as you're like, because it's like, no, this is this person's story. Yeah, you've met up with so and so, the other main character, but they will do nothing because they may or may not be there depending on the order you go get them.
Yeah.
So like they can't do any interactions.
And I'm aware of that.
And that's the problem a lot of people had with the game plot-wise. Like they love the gameplay is great.
I'm aware of that. I'm gonna have to wait for judgment until I see whether that's a relevant criticism for me personally. Because if it's laid out,
from what I understand, Octopath Traveler 2 is a lot better with that.
Yeah, everything that I've read is like they just get better, like it's better and better and better. It's like each subsequent one is better. But I'm gonna wait to hold judgment on the presentation until I'm done with the game, because it seems fine so far. None of them are really like, what's the word? Like none of them feel like they're more important than another. So I can see how it's layered stories. By the time I get all the characters, maybe it will be overwhelming, just like how many stories I have to keep in my head. But for now, it's fine. And they're all cliches, so like I don't have to think too hard about them so far. Like found family, you're taking the rite of passage and you're going on a journey. Your old master is mysteriously in trouble, so you're gonna go and find them. You were popular in a city,
not winning
and
any awards for that.
Yeah, you were popular in a city, and the headmaster of where you work is jealous and finds a way to banish you. Like they're stories I've seen and played through a bunch of times, but the presentation is great, the music is great, the combat is great, the writing is good.
One of
for
the big things
play.
was the combat. And like the gameplay,
you can't.
That's what really I think helped it out a lot.
Yeah. It's like an easier version of Bravely Default, where instead of having like Brave and what's the opposite of Brave and Bravely Default?
Default.
Default. Rather than having Brave and Default, it's just Default. So like your goal is to break them, to like break their guard, and then you can do more damage to them. And it's just all like a pattern and understanding the turn order. So like you can't just really mash A through them. You'll get yourself killed. And the bosses are like all like 3 or 4 times more interesting than your standard fare. So when you do get to a boss, it does feel like an event. But it's like you can't just like ignore it. But it's also not so overwhelming that like you don't understand it. It's really well balanced. And I hear it only gets better going forward. So
I'm not sure about Zero, just because Zero is a cell phone game that got ported to the consoles, so I can't promise on Zero. But I know 2, from what I understand, got a lot better.
Yeah,
I just haven't really heard much of people talk about Zero.
If you start digging into it, you'll find that people love Zero. It's great. It did 2 things. 1, it really impressed me just how much everybody was praising Zero. And 2, it made me really excited, even more excited than I already am for Resonance. Because if Resonance is also a mobile game turned into a single, not ported, but turned into a single player game,
right?
I think Square Enix has a good track record for that so far. But anyway, I just wanted to get that out there because I've been playing Octopath Traveler, and it's pretty good.
That's one game that I started it way back on the Switch when it was a Switch exclusive, and then I just haven't gotten around to really finishing it.
Yeah, it feels like a lot so far.
But I did buy Bravely Default, Octopath Traveler 2, just because it was like $20 on a Black Friday, and I'm like, yeah, I'll play through the first one at some point.
Same.
Like, for that kind of price. Like,
well, I have them on Steam now because of the Steam sale, and I have my Legion Go. So, like, and when I'm in bed, I'm just like, time to play RPGs. Time to play RPGs.
I like that. I like it.
I just checked my schedule. I actually have work next week. Yay!
Yeah, money.
It's not 3 weeks of no work. Like, I have 3, all 3 of my days. Yay!
Omni, did you know that today was Saturday Night Main Event? I didn't.
I did.
It's the main event and no one cares.
I did. I'm gonna have to rewatch it later though, because
same.
I've been kind of sick all week. Like I just been unable to sleep very well, and it's really affected me. So like I slept until like 7:30 today, and then I woke up and did my corn, and I ate, and then I got ready for stream.
Oh, okay. I did not. I didn't know that. I haven't been keeping track of the main events, but
I need to watch it for.
I know that
SummerSlam, right?
Uh-huh. Yeah. Because the next one, is SummerSlam.
I am 2 weeks behind on wrestling.
Yeah. No, what I mean is, they're doing that Sammy and Gunther versus CM Punk and Cody to see if it's going to be a fatal 4-way or not.
Yeah.
So I gotta watch to see what's going to happen there. I guess I don't have to, but I need to watch that, and I guess AAA after stream tonight.
I just feel like nothing happens in Saturday Night Main Events. Like
nothing does. It's
such a letdown.
We had this discussion last year, remember? Like when we were reviewing the pay-per-views. Yeah. It's either like a really good one or like a really, really bad one. So hopefully it's a good one.
Yeah.
Because there's the Bailey versus Lyra, there's Danhausen against JD, which should be fun.
Mm-hmm.
And of
course there's a Bailey. Bailey and Lyra are fighting again. Oh no.
This is gonna be the first time they fought.
I know, but no.
This is gonna be. No, didn't they fight when Bailey was going crazy as well? When she had like her split personality.
Well, this is the first time they fought. Did they? Did they have an actual match?
Then.
Yes, they did.
I don't know. Not when they never fought while she was going crazy. They wrestled before for like qualifiers for tournaments and stuff. But when she was going crazy, they didn't have a match.
Okay.
Which I feel like was a wasted opportunity. But they seem to not ever know what to do with Bailey.
Mm-hmm.
And there was another match. Oh, the women's tag team championships. So Nikki and Paige against the girls from NXT. Hayden Panettiere and the other one.
You know, when you said it, I wasn't sure if it was a joke or just actually
Joke,
real.
yeah.
Yeah.
Do not listen to him. He is lying. He is getting her name wrong.
Like, knowing nothing about wrestling, I'm like, that could just be real. For all I know, like,
That's the actress from like the 2000s.
Hand Pantier did
yeah,
not
but I'm like,
randomly
she
chop
could have
herself
just gone
up.
into wrestling.
Yeah.
She did
I
not
really
randomly
don't know.
chop herself
Like,
up and get into wrestling.
I haven't heard of her since like the early 2000s.
That's
so
fair.
like,
That's fine. Just want to have a little giggle.
I know. I'm like, no, I'm shutting this down right now. I'm not spreading. Oh my god, my head hurts.
This counting tool is clutch. This is like the best counting tool I've ever had. They're in
so
a couple
curious
of the
to see who wins
Picross S's.
the FIFA
but
World
this,
Cup
this one
tomorrow.
is tremendous.
Oh,
I'm on TikTok a lot, so I'm very familiar with like the FIFA hype, even though I don't watch the World Cup. I will tell you, when Mexico got eliminated, like a lot of the hype died with Mexico. I'm not sure why, but everybody loved partying in Mexico and seeing the Koreans in Mexico like become best friends and like having their their like 3-0 against some European team I can't remember. They were just killing it, and then they lost, and it's just a bunch of videos. I saw a whole lot less of them.
I don't know. I know
It's like all
the people that were voting or like rooting for Mexico at work. Like all of my Mexican coworkers were just like, "Well, now we just root for Argentina." Because they're like, "I don't want to do European one."
Yeah, I get it. I'd rather just if I had to, I'd root for European because I don't fuck with Argentina. I don't fuck with those people that hide Nazis. Fuck Argentina.
Yeah.
Except I'll fucking go down on I'll eat up a puso like nobody's business, but fuck Argentina.
Hell
like,
yeah.
I know.
We aren't talking about the food, baby.
Like, we were hoping Egypt would beat them, but...
Yeah. I was hoping
and they were
Norway
for a
would
while.
go further.
But...
it's the score at the end that matters.
Yeah. Well, yeah, it's...
And then
the disputed score at the end.
The game, yeah. I don't know if anybody watched the last game, but like that was a crazy high scoring game. It's like they had no defense.
My dad told me the score, and I'm like, that is extremely high for soccer.
This was
like any other sport that would be like, oh my gosh, that's like crazy low. And soccer, that's insane. Mm-hmm. Most games are like 1 to 2 points at most. Like, because it was like 4 to 6 or something like that.
Oh, that's
yeah.
Score they got going.
This is crazy. I mean, it was an entertaining game. You know, it was hype all the way through. Like as far as games go, it wasn't like the Super Bowl like 6 years where it's just a blowout and it's like, oh well, I guess that was fun.
Yeah.
The other team just came.
I'm gonna post something in meme. I feel like they didn't. So I posted a meme dump. I feel like they didn't think through the name of this Barbie playset, like, and how it would look on shelves.
Oh no.
We're like, I mean, I'm all for empowering women, but like,
no, not like that.
Maybe we should draw a line.
Oh my god!
This is women's wrong. This is what we classify as women's wrongs.
Yeah.
The Barbie's Nick Cage, and the Barbie's like, you put a finger in my asshole.
We go carry it over to Nick Cage, our celebrity guest, Nick Cage, with the weather. He's fucking elbow deep in his ass.
There's an elbow in my asshole.
Thank you, Nick.
Still wouldn't get him off.
All right, y'all. I gotta go to bed. I've been up since 6:30. I need to sleep.
Okay. If you run into more of those extreme trials, and I mean you can queue for it. Obviously, I'm not going to tell you what to do or anything, but my suggestion is to just reach out to one of us, and we'll help you just run through those extreme trials because those queues are absurd.
Ooh, excuse me. Yeah, no, I was seriously in it for like 22 minutes, and I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna stop queuing, just keep
22
going
minute
with
queue as
the
a
story.
healer, no less.
Yeah. On top of that, which is nuts.
You're playing. See, this is the thing about playing in between expansions. In the beginning,
yeah.
In the beginning of the announcements, everybody came back and everybody was doing shit until after Berlin. After next week, this time next weekend, everybody's gonna be back on again because everybody's gonna be hyped up for what's going on in Berlin.
No, Julian, where he's talking about Extreme Shiva. Realm Reborn extremes. Nobody plays those, so like I carried him.
Nobody. No, nobody does that.
That's what we're talking about. That's what we're talking about.
I thought he was just doing content. Period.
No.
Nobody does that shit at all.
I need to say this just because I keep thinking it, Sergio, and I keep forgetting to say this. I really hope that you do get to the end of 14 at some point, because I really want to play trial like hard combat content with you, because I know you'll have a blast doing it, and I really want to run it with you.
Hell yeah, I'm down. I'm
this is gonna be a good expansion.
I'm enjoying the story right now.
Well, the next expansion is gonna be a good time to do it, since they're changing how the combat works. Changing how some of the fucking buttons work again.
Yeah, we'll see how everything fits in Evercore. But...
Something to look forward to.
So, as soon as I'm like, I'm gonna get back into the game once I get a stable paycheck, and then suddenly it's like, they're changing everything again.
Completely.
Well, that's what stopped me before was they did all the changes, and like my entire setup was just gone.
Well, kinda.
And I'm just like,
They're essentially changing how. They're changing some people's rotations work.
Yeah, we can talk about it more when it gets closer.
But it's like they're not, until Berlin. We don't really have. We had a taste of it, but Berlin they're gonna give us a full-on, better demonstration of it.
Yeah, I'll post some videos in the Discord of it, but they are updating the combat. And then as for the ninja, hopefully it'll just get better, because I hated ninja before when you were playing, not because of you, Scott, but at the time you were playing it.
No, it's because of me. You can be honest.
But I've leveled it to 100 now, and I really love the way ninja is now. So
yeah, it was so much to suddenly be like, oh, by the way, everything you were doing is just gone.
Yeah.
And then it's like, all right, cool. Whenever I want to dedicate enough time to relearning how to actually play my job class, I'll play again.
Yeah.
So and then suddenly it's like, oh, by the way, now wait again.
Well, you did pick one of the more complicated melee rotations.
Yeah, I loved it though. It clicked with me.
Yeah,
which was
you
the
might
want
to wait to renew your sub until closer to Evercold, just so you have an idea what the combat looks like. I can only imagine it's going to get better, because the combat has just gotten better with each expansion, but we'll see how things go.
Alright, y'all. Y'all have a good night.
Have a nice night.
You too, thanks for hanging out.
Bye.
Bye. Yeah, he's gonna have to go through those Realm Reborn trials, so I invited him to just ask us for help.
He doesn't have to.
Those queues, those are hour plus long.
No. I'm just saying the extremes are optional. The hard mode versions are not. but Shiva starts on the hard mode version, so he doesn't have to worry about that. But if he wants to get the stupid thing off his freaking bar, it's like, he has to essentially be.
I never figured out how to get rid of that, or the little sprout thing, because I was all the way in Endwalker and still had the sprout.
You will continue to have the sprout until you play a certain amount of time even after you beat the story.
Yeah,
it's just how it goes.
You have to be caught up to current content and also have a certain number of hours, and that will your sprout turns into a little flower, and then eventually it disappears.
It deflowers you?
Yes.
You get deflowered by experience. Take that how you will. That's not right.
Then The shit.
Julian's drunk, so don't.
The shit. I mean, he might
actually,
be.
I've actually had a few actually.
What were you drinking? Just out of curiosity. Anything good?
No, just vodka, just screwdrivers, just vodka orange juice. I'm not. It's all I got right now. I don't buy booze regularly, and that's all I have. And all I have is vodka in my damn thing anyway. Because
a bit of trivia for you, or a bit of like drink trivia for you, if you want cocktail knowledge, Scott. Orange juice can make, if you mix orange juice and champagne, it's a mimosa. If you mix orange juice and vodka, it's a screwdriver. If you mix orange juice and tequila, it's a sunrise. They're all the same, just different spirits.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't fuck with tequila, so we're not.
I knew about the mimosa and the vodka, like for the screwdriver and the mimosa. The sunrise I did not know.
God, I hate mimosa.
I know at
at
Disney they do sake with it to make a Tokyo sunrise.
Mm-hmm.
But that makes sense then. Like it's just a play on the sunrise.
Yeah, you can get very different names for just changing one mixture or spirit. If you do not like Picross, you're gonna be having trouble with this game. But I'm flying through this.
Why would you buy it if you don't like Picross?
Some people are dumb. Some people are just born stupid.
Like. Ow,
this tool is
motherfucker.
tremendous. Yeah, I think this is.
Yeah,
right.
my tool is tremendous. Thank you.
No, this is.
I'm also gonna have to force myself to have a refresher on my Evangelion knowledge before Evercold.
Why?
They're having the next Alliance raid during Evercold is an Evangelion crossover.
Oh, God. I know Omni's not playing it right now anymore. First Ascendant's doing Evangelion right now.
Yeah, for some reason they're crossing over with a bunch of different stuff. I don't know why.
Because they're having a remake come out soon, so they're trying to get hype for it.
Oh.
Yeah, because
and Ava in Japan already has like a shit ton of fucking merchant. They're re-releasing a bunch of merchandise from Ava stuff.
I don't know how you guys feel about it, but I kind of like the way they ended Evangelion with the new movies. Where they I
never finished watching. I watched the first one, but that was it. I didn't watch the second and third.
Okay.
I'm indifferent.
I own the second one. I just never got around to watching it, and then I just never picked up the third.
I'm indifferent about Evangelion.
If you've seen enough time travel stories or like multiverse stories, it starts to become obvious where they're going with it. But I like the neat bow ending they put on it. So I won't spoil it.
Versus the regular TV series ending.
Yeah, where it's
or the one where Shinji jacks off to Asuka's like comatose body.
Yeah, I don't think they ended it with that. That'd be a weird one. That'd be weird seeing the end series on.
No, but it's part of the finale,
the
like
canon.
The final movie that ended it.
Yeah. No, it's it wraps things up. In my opinion, pretty well, but I'm not a big Evangelion guy, so I don't know how the rest of the fandom feels about it.
I liked a series that I liked an ending to a series that people didn't like the ending to. Wolf's Rain, I thought was a great ending.
What is Wolf's Rain?
So Wolf's Rain is a series where these dudes can transform into wolves. Well, technically they're wolves that can transform into people. And it's like a post-apocalyptic type of thing, where humanity is kind of scattered about in smaller groups now and stuff like that, and they're looking for paradise. And there's like an evil group as well that's also looking for the paradise.
Oh my god, I just realized what I just realized.
It's all an allegory for, death and literally the afterlife and a paradise.
Now that I have
but the ending is very controversial with a lot of fans.
It's because a lot of fans back then
well,
had
I guess
low media literacy.
Omni, are you ever going to watch this series?
Let me look it up real quick. Wolf's,
Yeah,
is
go
it
ahead.
one word or 2 words?
Wolf's Reign.
Reign.
2 words. Wolf's Reign.
Yeah, but Scott, now that I have media literacy,
and it's
I can see the writing on
RAIN.
the wall was always there.
Oh, man.
It was. That's what people don't understand. I'm like, I don't get why you don't like the ending. Like,
But to be honest, I was kind of most of the time
it
in
makes
Wolf's Reign, I was bored to
sense.
tears anyway. So
I loved Wolf's Reign. I own all of Wolf's Reign.
Oh wow, it's
yeah,
over.
like,
my only
20
problem
years.
with Wolf's Reign that
Yeah, I legitimately I borrowed it all from the library, loved it, and bought it.
See, Scott, my only problem with Wolf's Reign is it falls into that older anime trope where it's like, we approved you for this many episodes, so what are we gonna do? Drag our heels.
I do love the strain, no regrets, cause I got nothing to lose. That opening I love so much. The ending I also really love. But,
Yeah. I don't mind if you talk about it openly. It looks interesting, but I'm
Hashide.
probably not gonna watch it. Honestly.
Ego.
So one of the big things is keep in mind that they're looking for paradise and they're looking for, a place called paradise. They all end up dying by the end of the series. But they do it in ways that they found their own paradise. There's 2 that end up getting together, a guy and a girl, that end up falling in love. They're 2 of the wolves, and they end up dying together. One of them he loves humans, and ends up dying protecting a human and stuff like that he got along with, and they all pass away in ways that is their paradise. And at the end, the main character ends up finding paradise. But paradise isn't. It kind of resets the world essentially when he finds it. But the villain also is there. And what happens is during their final fight, the main character passes away. So does the villain. But the villain infects paradise. So they end up being in our world. Literally the ending is them in our world, because our world essentially is a paradise that's infected with evil, because there can never be such a thing as paradise. There's always going to be a little bit of evil in the world. It's up to you to kind of make your own paradise and define your own paradise.
That's where this is where my eyes roll a little.
It's a little cliche in a way, but I also really enjoy that concept of it's up to you to find your own meaning to the word paradise and to find your own little slice of happiness. It's not just some grand place that you can just go find and everything will be puppies and rainbows.
Yeah, I get it. I get it. It's like it's like you can't happiness cannot be equated to anything tangible. It has to be found from within. Otherwise, it can be fleeting or taken away or corrupted. But if you truly are able to get that feeling from within, nothing can take that away from you, really. I get it, but I mean,
pretty much.
I've read so many stories and stuff. I kind of do that, so I get it. Not like I'm better than the story or anything like that.
No, and you also, keep in mind the series is quite old,
But people who don't like those kinds of stories, they absolutely need.
So many people were upset that they all died at the end. So many people were upset that Paradise ended up just being our world, because they didn't quite understand that, that all the main characters are back alive again, but now they're just normal human beings and in the modern day world.
They're in our world. Our world's boring.
But they're all back together. It's the ones that were in love are back together just in our world as normal human beings without memories of the past of being wolves and stuff.
Yeah, and also the Japanese are just really into reincarnation, so that makes sense.
So I'm it's a decent ending. I never understood why people really were so angry at that series, other than they just didn't understand it.
Who I am now, I understand why people are angry, and I don't mean that it's justified, but I understand it.
No, you're fine.
People need bows on it tightly, they need a story wrapped up nicely. But if it was me like 20 years ago, I probably also would have been confused because I just didn't know. I just didn't know any better. But yeah, I think that's a fine way to look at the story. I'm not sure exactly why everybody was upset about it.
It does drag on a bit though, because it is like 50 something episodes when it probably should have been like 30. But the English dub was also very good on it. I think they showed it on Adult Swim back when it came out. I think it was an Adult Swim one and not a Toonami one. But it might have been a Toonami one.
It was an Adult Swim one.
Okay. It makes more sense, because it had a lot more, like, adult theming to it, and obviously the plot and pacing was a lot more meant for adults or older teens versus children. Like, this was not fucking going a mile a minute. Like...
Sorry, this puzzle is giving me a little bit of brain twisties, but what I hit a gap and
Hell
now
yeah.
I'm back in.
Oh, it is actually telling us. Oh wait, this menu screen is actually matching the time.
I'm hungry. Oh, it's 11:40. I was like, I'm hungry. Why am I hungry?
It's 11.
Food could be nice.
I'm running on fumes right now.
Were you here on Wednesday with us, Julian? I can't remember.
Yes.
You were.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, for part of it. He left before Jacques did, though.
Because I had to wake up the next morning.
Excuses.
We get it. You work. Quit bragging.
Yeah,
No,
seriously.
it wasn't because of work. It was because I had to do stuff for my parents.
Yeah,
And then I
I
ended
haven't
up
worked
not
in
doing
2
it because
weeks,
it.
ugh.
And then I end up not doing it because it was
Getting
fucking raining.
paychecks.
Because it ended up raining the entire fucking every day till it ended up raining all fucking Thursday and Wednesday and Thursday. I had to do it on Friday during my day off.
Wednesday and Thursday. I think after Octopath Traveler, I'm gonna want to play Final Fantasy IX. I need to get that out. I need to get.
That's
that
what I'm
on
playing is Final Fantasy 9 right now, so I can just eliminate. Because like after going to that Distant Worlds, I'm like, I really want to play Final Fantasy, but I'm too far into 7 and 8 right now to feel like restarting it. At least 9, I was only 2 hours in, so that doesn't feel as bad restarting. Problem with just old Final Fantasies is I'm like, I basically have to use a guide.
I can bash my way through it, but if I'm gonna do trophy runs, I gotta use a guide, like for sure. I don't have the time as an adult.
I'm
to, like,
curious to see if
figure
you
out
can get the
trophies.
platinum in.
I'm curious
Final
as well.
Fantasy 9,
There's a
'cause-
very good chance I'll quit midway, but we'll see what
Yeah,
happens.
like I really hope you can, but it is honestly a brutal platinum trophy.
Yeah.
I don't think it's a single playthrough kind of thing.
It is not a you can't do it in single playthrough, by the way. Like that is not a thing.
Well, I just meant like I have to use a guide. I have to use a guide to play it, otherwise.
Yeah, I was just with Julian saying like, hopefully it's a single playthrough thing. Like it's not. One of the trophies is for getting one of the secret weapons, like the legendary weapons.
Mhm.
And you have to beat the game in under like 9 hours to get it. And normally, especially your first playthrough, using a guide to get everything else, you're not doing that unless you're like a speedrunner.
That's a lot of button pressing for dialogue.
I'll probably have to do what I did with Stray.
This version has where you can speed up the game and all that, so you can do that in order to speed up dialogue and all that for the unskippable cutscenes.
Oh, shit, I gotta pee.
Yeah, I'll probably have to do what I did with Stray, which was like on one monitor the game, on the other a YouTube video of somebody beating it within 9 hours, and just like try to mirror them as best as I can. Like that's what I had to do to get the speed run on just Stray.
Yeah.
'Cause I wasn't about to memorize a full speed run. I don't.
No.
I'm too old to do that.
I mean, the game, it's from what I understand, it's pretty lenient on the PS4, PS5, like the modern version. It was really rough on the original PS1 because of all the unskippable cutscenes.
Yeah.
But like on modern versions, when you can speed through them with the fast forward, it's a lot more like lenient. And that's if you don't use the game enhancers.
Well, yeah.
If you turn off like random battles and stuff like that, it makes it even quicker and easier to do.
I'll probably do what I normally do with these Final Fantasy games, which is that I will not start with them, just so I get an idea of how the game's supposed to feel and work and what their expectations are. And then, like, once I'm used to it and it sort of becomes monotonous, boom, let's just start speeding up everything.
Yeah,
That's
I will
usually how
say
I play them.
that I don't know if you've looked at the enhancers for like these ones.
haven't looked
It's
at
not the same as
anything.
the Pixel Remaster.
Yeah.
Um,
I
it
wouldn't
has 4 enhancers. Do you mind if I tell you what they do?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. The first is speeding up the game, like to like double or 4 times speed, I think it is. One turns off random encounters. One just has you do 99999 damage every single attack that you do. One makes you invincible.
That's cool. I get it. You just want to play the
yeah.
story.
So it's a little different than the Pixel Remaster, where it's just like, oh, here's more experience or more money, stuff like that. It is more of like, you are just now invincible. Have a nice day, and you
Yeah.
do max damage.
Yeah, so I'll probably stick with the plan of just like playing it as intended for a while, and then like just turning on the boosters when I have an idea, like a good opinion of it.
Yeah, I very much turn the boosters on when I'm just doing random battles, if I'm going to be honest with you.
I had totally forgotten, but
Like-
when I was playing Pixel Remaster, like, the reason it took us forever was because they weren't on, like, the Pixel Remasters weren't on console yet, and I didn't have the boosters for like 1, 2, and 3, so I played all 3 of those. Like,
Yeah, I played them all on console with the boosters.
I played them with the boosters didn't exist for me, so I didn't get to play them with them. If I could,
It was so much nicer playing with like 4 times experience.
Yeah, 2 is absurd. 2 is a fucking nightmare because of Pandemonium. But I did it.
Yeah, you did it more legitimately, but
I love Pandemonium.
those games were honestly like, it's been really fun playing through all the Final Fantasies and kind of seeing the evolution for that.
Yeah, it gives you a perspective that really makes you fucking angry at the internet because a lot of people are just talking out their asses.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, that's just how the internet is, but you realize it more when you actually go back and play like the Pixel Remaster and stuff like that. And even playing like 7, 8, 9, like I haven't truly run into a Final Fantasy I didn't actually enjoy yet.
Yeah, same. And I've played a couple of the spin-offs too.
Yeah.
I think you have, but I think we've played different ones. Like I haven't played World of Final Fantasy or that Monster Hunter Final Fantasy one.
Yeah, which both are great games.
But I did play Stranger of Paradise, which was great, and I did play the Picross one, and there's another popular
I know I played
spin-off.
Dirge of Cerberus. Have you played that one as well?
Yes, I played Dirge of Service when it came
Okay,
out.
so we
long
both
time
played
ago.
that one.
And I guess if you count the sequels, I played 13-2 and 13.
I know you've played a bunch more Ever Crisis than I have.
I haven't put a screenshot of it, but I got all the achievements for Final Fantasy Ever Crisis finally. I was able to beat that stupid
Nice.
tower. So I'll post a screenshot near the. I think what they're going to do is they'll continue to add more story, and that will add more achievements. So when the game in October starts to close down and they cut off the achievements, that's when I'll share the screenshot of like 100% on there.
Yeah,
I'll be one of the few people in the world to own that.
because I started playing Ever Crisis, but there's just too much to get into now with it.
Yeah, you can just auto battle most
definitely
of your,
just Soul Lightning.
you can auto battle most of your way through it, and the story, if you're just playing for the story content, it's fine. But if you get out of that and go into like the events or the towers or anything, it is overwhelming. There's too much content.
Yeah, I got annoyed by how little of the currency it gives you for pulls. Because I wanted Swimsuit Tifa, and I just cannot get Swimsuit Tifa without spending like hours and hours trying to pull on this stupid thing. Because it's the little like stamp card at the beginning or whatever, and it keeps just giving me one every time.
something I wasn't really paying attention to it because I have just like such a strong team. I was just powering through it. There's a new event.
I know they're giving you like ultimate weapons, so
Yo, they're giving you a
at
lot of
level
stuff.
120
but
or something.
specifically in regards to the pools. In the new event where you fight Elena on the beach, it's very difficult. I don't know if you could even do it at your level, but what happens is you play through it, and if you hit a high enough score, they give you like they increase your limit of battle modifiers. And the more you do it with battle modifiers on, the higher score you'll get. And if you hit a certain threshold, it'll give you more room, and like that's the pattern. The reason I bring that up is because the rewards in that include pools, I think. Instead of using the crystals, because you'll notice at the top of the screen, there's the crystals you use to do pools, but there's also these little medals. And if you get 10 medals, you can do a 10 pool, and it's the same as if you fill out a stamp card. And I got like 100 of those out of nowhere. And I was like, where the hell did I get these from? These used to be like crazy premium currency. And I think they're rewards for the Elena event. So if you do still have that game downloaded, you might want to check that out, because that might give you enough pulls to get the swimsuit Tifa. I don't know if that's exactly how it worked, but it's worth looking into.
Yeah. Because I was just gonna screw around with the game for a bit before
It closes, yeah.
like before it went away. I almost wonder if they're gonna do like they did with because I would like if they did what they did with Kingdom Hearts, in all honesty. Because like Chain of Memories you can still re-download, but what it is just all the cutscenes and plot. There's no gameplay anymore.
I hope so.
But that way, if you want the lore, you can still get the lore.
Yeah.
And that would be kind of nice for Ever Crisis as well, because there's a ton of Final Fantasy VII lore in it.
In that game, you can play right now. They haven't finished off the main story yet, so we still gotta wait for that to release. But right now, you can play through all of Crisis Core, so you get all of Zack's story. You can play through all of Dirge of Cerberus. You can play through all of Advent Children. And you can play through the original story that includes those 3 new characters plus Sephiroth. Plus, you can play all the story that introduces how Sephiroth and who's Zack's mentor? I forget his name.
I forgot it.
It starts with an A. Ankle, Orin, alias.
Angeal.
Angeal become friends, and like how Sephiroth got Masamune, which, as I mentioned before, it's kind of alive and it can make itself bigger and smaller. That's how he hides it. And they just added the almost completely unplayable, outside of like fan translations and really shitty like mobile emulators, mobile game from the 90s about these like 7 original Turks that didn't really even have names. They were just like Gun, Sniper, Brown, and like
those are those characters. I saw them like in the character list. I'm like, I don't know who the fuck these guys are.
Yeah, they're from a very rare and unplayable, because it was just released on mobile, like flip phone mobile, back in the 90s.
Right.
And like they redid that story in Ever Crisis with Ever Crisis graphics. So I still need to play through that, but it's there.
Yeah, see, that's why I hope they do the Kingdom Hearts method and just like we take away the gameplay, but here's all of the cutscenes, kind of like just a library of cutscenes.
Yeah.
They also
so it's not quite what it was, but like it's at least there for people.
They also canceled the fucking mobile game for the 14 mobile game too in China.
Yeah, I just heard about that today. I don't know the details, but I guess it just wasn't popular.
Because it was just they announced it. They announced it this morning, and it's like it's fine. I don't think it was really popping off like they wanted it to.
I mean, I think it was only in China, so like it wouldn't matter to any of us.
Well, there was a plan for a global release, but no one cared. So, but the interest was never there. So, it just fizzled out and died.
Yeah, it was a really weird thing because
Okay.
it was just a Realm Reborn, but it's like, why would I play that if I can just play the actual
A
game?
Realm Reborn.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
I
that's
think
the thing,
kinda
though.
it was like they couldn't play that, so that's why it made sense for them. But for us, it's like you can just play the actual game.
Weird.
I'm probably going to be getting off in a minute because I am seeing a lot of flashes of lightning. I haven't heard any thunder yet, but I am seeing like so many flashes
There's it's a flash of lightning
at the
and
window.
a flash of lightning and not.
I checked the radar. Yeah, it's lightning.
Yeah, this has been kind of more of a chill night than anything, especially since I'm just playing Picross. So, if you guys are cool just hanging around another 5 or so minutes, I'll just end stream a little early and we'll call it at
Okay,
midnight.
that works for me.
Midnight Central.
I mean, if I suddenly disappear, you'll know what happened. But
Yeah. This is the game I could just get lost in. Like, it's crazy.
Yeah, to be honest, I'm just trying to finish this first. I'm just trying to finish this first draft of the fucking of my fucking fanfic. Oh, this fanfic I'm writing.
Well, I didn't know you
I've
were
been
into writing fanfic.
what kind of fanfic?
I'm finally fucking putting all my ridiculous kind of hearts I've had, ideas I've had over the years into something. And I drafted out what the stuff is gonna be. I'm just trying to.
Wait, do
Right,
I know of this thing?
Huh? There's
Do
some
I know
concept.
of this thing?
There's some concepts from the thing that you know, but there's not a lot of
Oh,
it.
okay.
There's not a lot. There's not
That's
a lot
fine.
left of it.
That's fair. I mean, it was something we wrote in fucking high school, but
Yeah.
like I wouldn't expect much of it to make it through. If I'm gonna be honest with you, we weren't.
We weren't really
Um,
the most creative people
yeah.
on the planet. But
No,
it's just
we were
trying.
like high schoolers.
Yeah. But
Are
yeah,
they still
I've
gonna
been,
get amboost?
no. Well, yes, and I was gonna. That's one of the things that said it was gonna be a joke where one of them says that. It's like, you mean ambush?
You do realize, like, I'd be the only person in the fucking world to actually get that joke.
Yeah.
Like,
Yes, but the joke is going to be essential. Well, it's going to be essentially the beginning of the joke of this person can't talk right. They talk funny.
right, but like the whole amboost thing, like,
It's a joke that only you would
it's
understand.
a joke I would only I would understand.
I'm not really into fan fiction, but I am rooting for you. But I say that to say this: if you are trying to keep it a bit of a surprise before you release it or anything, you could probably work with Kate to go over like proofread it and stuff, because I think she loves fan fiction. So she might be a resource.
Yeah, it's also
for you.
that's because they're gonna be visiting fucking like the week next week and the week after next. They're trying to. They gotta fucking figure it out. But I'm just depend if they do. At least I'll have something by then.
Yeah, that'll be fun.
Because they're supposed to be visiting because I already went and saw them. They were coming to see me because I'm not fucking driving it because I can't drive
How-
that close.
How long is this fucking game? Jesus Christ. Playing separation anxiety and this game just keeps going on and on. Oh,
Excuse
I've been watching bless you,
Excuse me.
a bunch of things with speedrunners doing something like randomizers. There's a randomizer that it's kind of a fun concept. It's insane, but it's kind of a fun concept. If you've heard of archipelago randomizers.
No, I know what an archipelago is, but what does that have to do
Yeah,
with a
so an
randomizer?
archipelago randomizer is a randomizer that, like, let's say you want to play Pokemon Red and you want to play like fucking Hollow Knight, you can randomize both of them together, where you will find items for one game in the other game.
Oh, I've heard it. I've seen. I've
So
seen
it will
someone do this.
randomize however many games that you
Oh,
want,
an archipelago.
and randomize all the items between them in order
I've
to make
seen
it
this,
to where
actually.
you have to play bits of each one, like to unlock parts of it and stuff
I've
like
seen
that.
someone do this with Ocarina of Time and fucking Sonic Adventure.
Yeah.
That does explain.
one-
I've recently been seeing like a YouTube recommended video where it's like a thumbnail of this guy's like, I made my friends play Mario with Sonic rings or some shit like that. I was like, I don't know what the fuck they're doing. I think that's what they were doing.
because it's like, could be, because it's like, yeah, you might find like, you know, Hollow Knight Souls in Pokemon's like Mart, and then it sends it over to the other game. Like one of the people I watch that does Pokemon speedruns, he did it with 1,000 games. They got a group of 1,000 people together and do that. Like he just gets his chat together and plays like randomizers with them, and then they'd all just do a group one.
That seems like a lot of chaos.
Yeah, normally he does 5-game randomizers, where it's just like Super Mario 64, Pokemon Blue, Pokemon Snap, like, and a few other random games.
I know I said ending at midnight, but I'm at the 40th puzzle, and the little bit of OCD that I have really makes me want to do, like, end it at even 40. So give me like a minute or two.
You're fine.
Oh my god.
I have to.
I don't blame Omni on that one.
I have to. It's like it's gonna bother me if
Whatever.
I end the stream on not not an even number.
There's one game that randomly popped up back on my radar, which I remember playing and having a hard time with, but that's the point of it, though. Scott, remember that random PSP game I told you about called Class of Heroes?
Yeah, there's
I
like
wasn't.
2 more of them, and they're all on PS5.
Yeah,
They all got PS5 remakes.
yeah, and I said, you know what? Before I go out and spend my actual money on it again, and piss myself off like I did last time, I should probably try and play it again. But this time, it's like I can't really say I didn't play it as like a younger person. I played it when fucking, like, let's say, when was it? Literally a month after the second City game came out. So it's like, it's not like I was dumb. I just like.
Yeah,
You know.
I mean, those kinds of RPGs are tougher typically.
But it's a classic dungeon
All-
crawler. It's like
All my
have to
titty
level
RPGs
50.
are classic dungeon crawler RPGs.
And then the problem is, it's like, oh, I have this class of interesting, diverse characters. No. They have fucking affinity levels. And it's like, god damn it. It's like, god damn it. And literally, the affinity levels fuck you over. And then it's like, okay, so fine, I'll just take these magic people. It's like, oh wait, they can only like cast 2 spells, and they're useless for the rest of the dungeon. And I have to go through multiple floors like this. Oh boy, I wasted all this time fucking. And then it's like one of those games where it's like, here's the tutorial. Bam! A mountain of fucking text. It's like a mountain of fucking like optional reading and fucking figuring out what the fuck they're saying without any actual visual aid. And it's like, and I'm just burnt out. I said, no, I can't read all this. I'm not gonna read essentially a library wall worth of fucking information just to, and then even when I did, I'd still fuck up and fail anyway.
Alright. 40 puzzles in a little under 3 hours because I did take that quick sojourn to Eorzea to help lag. Not too bad. If you love Picross, I highly recommend this game. There's got to be some kind of options to like make this game easier for people. So it might be worth looking into when it's on sale. I paid $15 for it. That's the normal price. I've seen it as low as 10, so keep an eye out for it. Maybe you'll enjoy it. Maybe you won't. But anyway, Wednesday's the Dead or Alive Fight Club, and then the Wednesday after that is going to be the Game Club, and then we'll move into August, probably with Wolverine, but we'll see what happens. Anyway, thank you, Julian. Thank you, Scott. Thank you, Lag. Thank you, Che. Thank you for anybody that dropped by and lurked, and we'll see you on the next one. Bye.